Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Tavern Talk, where Kyle and Rhea have joined us again. That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust must be my least favorite of them. Ruins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yup, makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in? Distinguished, yeah. Gentlemen, don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall, greeted me with a tip of his hat. Ye find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet, no. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Toughness drink. So, I guess first snow might be something. Should we try it? I mean, Thousand Winds too. Frosted Lagoon. So first snow, Thousand Winds, Frosted Lagoon. Which one do we go for? Thousand Winds? I mean, this one has the most toughness out of all. Well, I mean, it's the same as the Frosted Lagoon. But I'd like to make something new, so sure. Let's try this. So we need something that gives you lots of toughness. What do we have here? I mean, this would work too, wouldn't it? Because then this would give us the crown thingy and then the wings thingy, so the charisma and the dexterity. Yeah, we could do this. Or This would give us toughness and offense, but the offense we do not need. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for the flower. That in there. And then that gives us... We just need a little bit of this. And then a lot of this. And that's first snow. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had me doubts about D&D, but I must say, you know your job. So, how has the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Rhea and I took a day trip to the capital, since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of... invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Baruvia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape, so you can attend that fancy Peruvian vampire banquet and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about the material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spent with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen her, your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if me ex-husband stole me hammer. What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh. Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down. And I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well? Yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all. Maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her evermore, looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink? For me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Okay. Something strong. Well, the peak sunrise isn't. I would have thought that he would have wanted it, but no. Something strong, like maybe sailor's courage? Or southern brawler, maybe sailor's courage. So this would give us both the yeah, I think we'll do this. It gives us offense and defense. And then what we still need is a little bit of this and a little bit of this. And then a lot of this. And that's the sailor's courage. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, Right, I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital, busy streets, bustling with people. Roots. Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclose the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, I gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told you. Rumor has it these are the roots of the ether tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh? We've also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. Believe the lass made her way to Dowell. She seems to be onto something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then, but you won't munch on the shopkeep, will you? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. All right then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh, hello. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthie in the flesh. Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So, what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more... moist? Not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my tastes. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that came pouring down was, unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've had a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey? I'll do my best. To refresh her mind. I mean, the peak sunrise is pretty mind refreshing, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's the most... No, wait a minute. How do I get to the next? There we go. This is pretty mind refreshing as well. It's got brains and charisma. So do we want to give her brains and charisma, or brains and dexterity and charisma? I mean, I think the Sparkling Nebula is going to be the better one. It gives more charisma as well. So, yeah, charisma and mind. Oh yeah, this gives you the mind, but it also gives you dexterity, which we don't need. This gives you lots of brains. We'll do this. And then a little bit of charisma. There. And just a little touch more brains into the mix. And that's a Sparkling Nebula. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. And that's true, I actually did. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see our mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be? Certainly. It should be just below this pile. No, wait, I must have put it over there actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minthie. Have a safe and pearl-full journey. Huh, I'll try. "7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right?" Oh, we get to make a new quest. Unusual amount of undead. Stranger has come to town. Yeah, I don't know. Great sword for Carolyn. Unrest in Zoford. Archmage is looking for the pet familiar. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon. Are we doing the Zoford thing? Mary Morgan, wrathful spirit. I mean, that sounds kinda sea witchy, doesn't it? Long lost treasures. Oh, there we go. I think that's the quest, right? The missing familiar quest. A scandal in Zoford. The lively port city of Zoford is known not only for its docks but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Zoford's docks? Yeah, that's the only, complete quest that we have. Okay, next day. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. 9, Crossing the Threshold. Oh, hello, Fable. I think we'll get into this in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.